Amor Fati, or love of fate, is a concept rooted in Stoic philosophy, but it was famously articulated by the German philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche. He described his formula for human greatness as, that one wants nothing to be different, not forward, not backward, not in all eternity, not merely bear what is necessary, still less conceal it, but love it. This idea of embracing everything that happens, of seeing all occurrences as necessary and beneficial, is a central tenet of Stoicism. The Stoics, including figures like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus, lived and taught this principle over 2,000 years ago. Lesson 1. Embrace adversity. Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus saw adversity as an opportunity for growth. In his personal journal, which later became known as Meditations, Emperor Marcus Aurelius wrote, "A blazing fire makes flame and brightness out of everything that is thrown into it." This metaphor highlights the Stoic view that challenges and hardships are not merely to be endured, but can be transformed into something positive and powerful. Epictetus, a former slave who faced numerous adversities, echoed this sentiment. Do not seek for things to happen the way you want them to. Rather, wish that what happens happens the way it happens. Then you will be happy. For Epictetus, acceptance was not about resignation, but about actively engaging with reality and turning obstacles into opportunities. In practical terms, embracing adversity means changing our perspective on challenges. Instead of seeing them as unfair or insurmountable, we can view them as tests of our character and opportunities for self-improvement. This mindset shift can significantly alter how we experience and respond to difficulties in our lives. Lesson 2. The art of acquiescence. Acceptance is a term that often carries negative connotations, suggesting passivity or defeat. However, for the Stoics, acceptance, what they called the art of acquiescence, was a crucial first step in dealing with life's challenges. By accepting the reality of a situation, we can free ourselves from the emotional turmoil that comes from resisting what we cannot change. Ryan Holiday, a modern author who has written extensively on Stoic philosophy, explains this concept well. He describes how acceptance allows us to respond effectively to events rather than being overwhelmed by them. The story of Thomas Edison illustrates this perfectly. When Edison's factory caught fire, destroying much of his work, he famously told his son to go get your mother and all her friends. They'll never see a fire like this again. Rather than lamenting his loss, Edison saw the fire as an opportunity to rebuild and innovate, which he did with remarkable success. The lesson here is clear. By accepting what happens to us, we can move forward and make the best of any situation. This doesn't mean we passively accept injustice or wrongdoing, but rather that we acknowledge reality and focus our energy on constructive action. Lesson 3. The Discipline of Ascent. The Stoics taught that we have control over our own minds, even if we cannot control external events. This principle, known as the Discipline of Ascent, involves examining our thoughts and judgments and deciding whether to accept or reject them. It's about maintaining an inner calm and clarity, regardless of what happens around us. Epictetus emphasized this when he said, "It's not what happens to you but how you react to it that matters." This idea is central to Stoicism. Our perceptions and reactions are within our control, and by managing them, we can maintain our tranquility and resilience. In practice, the discipline of ascent requires mindfulness and self-awareness. When faced with a challenging situation, we can pause and consider our response. Are we reacting out of fear, anger, or frustration? Can we choose a more constructive and rational response? By cultivating this habit, we can navigate life's difficulties with greater composure and effectiveness. Lesson 4. The power of perspective. One of the most powerful tools in the Stoic arsenal is the ability to shift perspective. Marcus Aurelius often wrote about seeing things as they truly are, stripping away the emotional and subjective layers that distort our perception. In Meditations, he advises, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This practice of shifting perspective can help us see problems in a new light. When faced with a setback, we can ask ourselves, is this as bad as it seems? What can I learn from this? How might this experience benefit me in the long run? By reframing our challenges, we can reduce their emotional impact and find ways to use them to our advantage. A practical example of this is the practice of negative visualization, a technique recommended by the Stoics. By imagining the worst-case scenario, we can prepare ourselves mentally and emotionally for potential difficulties. This not only reduces anxiety but also helps us appreciate what we have and strengthens our resilience. Lesson 5. The dichotomy of control. At the heart of Stoic philosophy is the dichotomy of control, the idea that some things are within our control, while others are not. Epictetus famously wrote, "Some things are up to us, and some things are not." By focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we cannot, we can achieve a state of inner peace and resilience. This principle is highly practical. For example, we cannot control the actions or opinions of others, the weather, or many aspects of our health and circumstances. However, we can control our own thoughts, attitudes, and actions. By directing our energy towards what we can influence, we avoid wasting time and emotional energy on things beyond our control. The dichotomy of control also helps us develop a sense of equanimity. When we encounter difficulties, we can remind ourselves that our response is within our control. This empowers us to act constructively rather than reacting with frustration or despair. Lesson 6. Practicing gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful Stoic practice that can transform our experience of life. The Stoics believed that by focusing on what we have rather than what we lack, we can cultivate a sense of contentment and resilience. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Think of what you have rather than of what you lack. Of the things you have, select the best, and then reflect how eagerly you would have sought them if you did not have them." Practicing gratitude involves regularly reflecting on the positive aspects of our lives and expressing appreciation for them. This can be done through journaling, meditation, or simply taking a moment each day to acknowledge the good things in our lives. Gratitude shifts our focus from what is wrong or missing to what is right and present, which can significantly enhance our overall well-being. Moreover, gratitude can help us build resilience. By recognizing the positive aspects of our lives, we develop a more balanced and optimistic outlook, which can buffer us against the impact of difficulties and setbacks. Lesson 7. Living in accordance with nature. For the Stoics, living in accordance with nature meant aligning our lives with the natural order of the world and our own rational nature. This involves understanding our place in the universe and acting in harmony with it. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it." Living in accordance with nature requires us to accept the impermanence and unpredictability of life. By recognizing that change is a fundamental aspect of existence, we can learn to embrace it rather than resist it. This acceptance allows us to navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease and resilience. Additionally, living in accordance with nature means acting with virtue and integrity. The Stoics believed that by cultivating virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, we can live fulfilling and meaningful lives. This focus on virtue provides a guiding framework for our actions and decisions, helping us to navigate challenges with integrity and purpose. Amor Fati, or love of fate, encapsulates the essence of Stoic philosophy. It is about embracing everything that happens to us, seeing each event as necessary and beneficial, and using every experience as an opportunity for growth and self-improvement. By adopting this mindset, we can transform our relationship with adversity and find strength and resilience in the face of life's challenges. Through the lessons of Stoicism, embracing adversity, practicing the art of acquiescence, cultivating the discipline of ascent, shifting perspective, understanding the dichotomy of control, practicing gratitude, and living in accordance with nature, we can navigate life's difficulties with greater ease and resilience. These principles offer practical tools for transforming our mindset and actions, allowing us to face any situation with grace and determination. By integrating these Stoic lessons into our daily lives, we can develop a deeper sense of inner peace and resilience, enabling us to not only endure, but thrive in the face of life's inevitable challenges. Embracing Amor Fati allows us to see the beauty and value in every moment, fostering a profound sense of gratitude and contentment that sustains us through both the highs and lows of life.